So my name is Robert Voisey. I am the director of Composer's Voice, and today we are here with Lawrence Kramer, Helen Lin, and Shanelle Woods. Welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you
for having us.
Larry, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do?
Okay, well, I have three professional hats. I'm an English professor at Fordham University. I am a musicologist and been active in that field for quite a long time. If you don't mind a shameless plug, my most recent book, Music and the Forms of Life, will be published by the University of California Press this month. And I'm a composer. So I one hat off, one hat on, sometimes several hats together. That's me.
I think we all know that feeling a little bit. And our prominent soprano, how about you?
Hi. Yeah. So common as to Larry as well. I think it's common that musicians all wear several hats. So I too am in that arena. I consider myself a teaching artist. So I work full time for the Young People's Chorus of New York City as their education coordinator and teaching voice lessons there. And I also am teaching adjunct voice at New York University. And doing some pedagogy work there as well, and then performing when I am not teaching. So we try to keep ourselves busy these days.
I'm Helen Lin, a classical pianist, but I do a lot of contemporary music. I'm belong to this contemporary chamber group, North and South Consonants. I joined them since 1994. So we had premiered many pieces, and we made many recordings.
And if I may speak briefly about my own contribution to the program, I discovered a poem by a forgotten poet named Lola Ridge, and she had published this work in 1918 called The Ghetto. The poem The Ghetto is very remarkable. It is a highly sympathetic and first-hand account of Jewish life on the Lower East Side. And though Ridge herself was a kind of an ethnic stew, she was born in Ireland, grew up in New Zealand and Australia, moved to San Francisco, and then crossed the country to come to New York, and then promptly moved into this, she was Catholic, so she promptly moved into this Jewish neighborhood on the Lower East Side. So when she died in 1940, the New York Times said that she was one of America's most prominent poets, and she was almost completely forgotten thereafter. So reviving this poetry and setting some of it, not all of it, it's a long poem, but to music, was a really intriguing and satisfying challenge to try to meet. After I discovered the book, I approached Fordham University Press about republishing it. And so they'll be reissuing an edition, which I annotated and wrote an introduction to, in January. So it will be coming back, and will, at this point, with any luck, gets the attention that it deserves. I mean, Ridge was not only unusual in her kind of celebration and also problematization. The poem is very astute politically as well as expressive poetically. Mm-hmm. About what it's like for immigrants to have come to America in 1918. And it turns out it isn't very different from what it's like for immigrants to come to the United States in 2022.
and she looks at it blankly. I take her little cold hand and try to draw her to me. But she is stiff, like a doll. Suddenly she dies through the night, like a white panic. A little white panic blown on the night. Away from the terror of oncoming fate, and drums ratting kisses in vain, who knows? And torches sputtering silver fire, and lights that nose out hiding places. Lights out, bright colors rush together. Voisey and warm gold, like the setting of all jewels. They are covering up the push carts. Now all have gone, save an old man with mirrors, little over mirrors, like tiny balls. He shuffles up a darkened street. And the man burnishes his mirrors, tell me, shine, like this
I will be singing From the Black Riders by Lawrence Kramer, which are on poetry by Stephen Crane. man said to the universe, "Sir, I exist." "However," replied the universe, "the fact has not created in me a sense of obligation." Three little birds in a row sat musing. A man passed near that place. Then did the little birds nudge each other. They said, "He thinks he can sing! He thinks he can sing!" They threw back their heads to laugh. With quaint countenances, they regarded him. They were very curious. Curious. Ha 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 ha. Those three little birds in a row. I saw a man pursuing the horizon. I was disturbed by this. I accosted the man. "It is futile," I said. "Futile. You can never You lie," he said, and ran on. A man saw a ball of gold in the sky. He climbed for it. And eventually, he achieved it. It was clay. It was clay. It was clay. Now this is the strange part. This is the strange part. When the man went to the earth and looked again, there was a ball of gold. There was a ball of gold. strange part. This is the strange part. It was a ball of gold. It was a ball of gold. High by the heavens, it was a ball of gold. Once I knew a fine song. It is true, believe me. It was all of birds. And I held them in a basket. When I opened the wicket, heavens, they all flew away. I cried, come back, little thoughts. But they only laughed, they flew on. Until they were as sand thrown between me and the sky. If I should cast off this tattered coat and go free into the mighty sky, if I should find nothing there but a vast blue, ignorant, echoless, what then? What then? What then? The sage lectured brilliantly. Before him, two images. Now this one is a devil, and this one is me. He turned away. He turned away. Then a clever pupil changed the positions, turned the sage again. Now this one is a devil, and this one is me. The pupils all sat grinning and rejoiced in the game. But the sage was a sage.